Yo, people, welcome back to the Chelsea breakdown. And I must say, we are coming off the back of potentially, most likely, probably the best performance of the season. There's so much to get into. There's so many subplots. There's so much to praise. There's so much to appreciate. There's so much to talk about. So, brothers, we must commence. And I don't know who's going to be on their best behavior today because it's going to be difficult. Do you know what I mean? I know Don's already, what was that? What was that you saying?
To Don, you know what I mean? It must be I smell blood. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I told Matisse and he kept shutting it down. But now I know Matisse is thinking about it more and more and saying, you know what? He was onto something here. You know what I mean? We're just not going away. Arsenal fans are getting irritated today. We won today. I had my boys messaging, sending paragraphs, sending me novels about why we're not going to compete. And I was just sitting there calm, like a chill guy. I know this trend that's going on, like a chill guy. I'm just a chill guy. Because I was like, bro, you lot can stay rattled. But the facts remain, yeah? We've scored the same amount of goals as you. We've conceded the same amount of goals as you. Same draws, same amount of wins, right? Same losses. And we've both had some tough fixtures. And guess what? Going into the easier set of fixtures, we've both won. Convincingly, by the way. You know what I'm saying? So right now, we are keeping up with the pack, Matisse. Yeah? We have opportunities right now to stay amongst the pack and pounce just in case Liverpool decide to slip up. Because I think it's Liverpool's to lose now. Yeah?
It is.
But like I told you at the start of this pods that we do, I want us to be up there. So if anyone falls off, we can grab that opportunity. Yeah? Man City are behind us, people.
It's mad, isn't it? Like we are a couple of points ahead of City. They're out of the title race after tonight. They were horrendous today. We're going to talk about us, but they were horrendous today. They should have lost that game 4-5-0. The amount of chances they gave up, the lack of conviction in their play, couldn't keep the ball, the complete opposite to what we did today. Tobes, Alexis, Javon, brothers. Who was the man of the match? Let's start there because I think it was between Caicedo and Cucurella. They gave it to Palmer because of the goal, probably at the end, which is, you know, if anyone didn't watch that game, I said to them, Palmer played like Zidane. If you didn't watch the game, I'm more than happy to tell you that Palmer played like Ronaldinho. I'm going to lie to you. I'll be lying to you. Do you know what I mean? I ain't got no problem with that because these people have been preying on Palmer's downfall. Anytime Palmer plays and he's not putting up a hat-trick or a hat-trick of assists, they're saying, oh, he's gone quiet. Oh, he's gone missing. What's going on? Today, he's building his way back. But Caicedo and Cucurella, I mean, immense. I'm probably edging it to Caicedo because his role was more difficult maybe and different. But yeah, Javon, go on, bro, because wow.
Bro, I'm going to be on one today. But we're not going to start this and not talk about that fire-ass intro. Come on, bro.
Yeah.
That didn't happen. That intro was fire, bro. Matisse.
Facts.
Just a continuation. Just a continuation. Do you know what I mean? Me and you got out of the car. We saw these man. You know what I mean? We bucked them man in the ground and watched the game, enjoyed. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, that was actually fire. But bad man, object bingo. Object bingo. Yo. I don't care what the fuck happened. That naughty Madueke assist, bro. Fuck y'all talking about that Madueke assist, bro. You want to come for me now?
Wait, he's the one. Palmer, I didn't even realize.
It was him.
Because the strike was so individualistic. I didn't even deep that. You are a shameless man, you know.
I literally just put a tweet out, though. No. He attracted a lot of players, Javon. He attracted a lot of players towards him.
Hey, exactly. You are so shameless.
I am the most. You know why? You know why? Because when I'm being fair, oh, you're a Madueke lover. When I said drop him, oh, you never said drop Madueke. So no, guess what now, blood? We're getting blood. I'm gonna be shameless. Madueke assist, 3 points, a clean sheet. I'm chilling. Object bingo.
They also had I saw a stat as well. Madueke and Palmer this season, no duo have created chances for the other one more than them. Those two individually have created chances for each other for fun. So
it's that relationship they've got. They've played together for years, bro. Yeah.
Some would say they had a good evening, a very good evening today. But,
what would you say? Like, how would you go about assessing this game? Was it just we absolutely were unbelievable and Villa just were caught out, or were they just tactically naive, or I don't know?
It was a Maresca masterclass.
Yeah.
It was a Maresca masterclass. And Matisse, I'll be real. I think he's actually walked into a solution to face the big teams, bro. Right? Because the balance today in that midfield, it allowed us to basically boss the whole game. Because going into the game, I don't know if you guys watched the preview I did with Rich. Big up Rich, yeah? I said this game is going to be won or lost in midfield. They've got a lot of industrious midfielders with John McGinn. You've got Tielemans, who started off the season very well. Was tailed off recent weeks, but he started off very well. And Kamara, that's very, very good. You know what I mean? In this game, Enzo decided to start Enzo Fernandez, Lavia, Palmer, and Caicedo. And for me, that's creating solid a steal behind Palmer and Enzo to allow them to create the chances for us. And then off the ball, Caicedo and Lavia allow us to break up play. Right? That's the perfect balance that you want against the bigger teams. You know what I mean? Because recently we've seen what happens when you take Enzo out of the lineup, bro. We're not as creative. You know what I mean? I know Lavia was playing some really good passes today, but just not as creative when we take Enzo away.
Caicedo played he left the pitch with 3 key passes as well. He played one in mind for Jackson.
Lavia, yeah.
I mean, Caicedo was
almost like someone said this a couple weeks ago and the chat roasted me.
Hold on.
I agree with you.
Yeah, likewise. We are more creative with them on the pitch. And also, to be honest, I feel like the rest of Chelsea squad needs to just everyone needs to file for divorce in this moment, because I feel like that's changed things big time for Enzo.
Wait, he's lost 5 kilos.
What's this about? Yeah,
he's lost 5 kilos. I'm telling you, my man started taking his top off next to the random girls, and realized, hold on, I've got too much relationship weight on me.
Enzo is single and ready to mingle.
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie.
He's doing this. Who's this?
They were trying to fatten him up at home, bro. That's what it was. It was a lot of carbs. It was a lot of carbs.
He was brilliant.
I mean, if I'm being honest, and I'm going to actually take this seriously, the one key factor that was absolutely perfect in this game that I think a lot of people overlook, when you look at how we played, anytime Caicedo and Cucurella would step into midfield would be so damn smooth from their fullback position. When Caicedo stepped, Cucurella would fall back, and the transition was seamless. And it just happened like, I don't know how to explain it, but when Cucurella stepped, I see Caicedo at right back, and I'm like, okay. And then when they would switch, I'm like, why is this so easy? This is the first time Caicedo is playing at right back for us. And I didn't expect this smooth of a transition. You go down Cucurella side, why do you even bother? Why are you trying? Bro. Try the next side. You try the next side, it's Caicedo. We've seen what Caicedo have done this season. For me, that was the pivotal part of us, what we do going forward. Because that means Enzo don't have to track back as much. And another thing, that trifecta of Enzo, Sancho, and Jackson, beautiful. The link-up play between them two, because now you have a left-sided, left half space player supporting the left space player, the left winger. Perfect. And guess what? Like I said before, when you put Palmer in his rightful position in that right half space, it doesn't matter if he plays brilliantly, he will leave with GNA. And so said, so done. Said it in my preview. When Palmer plays in that right half space, he's closer to goal. We know how deadly he is closer to goal. Goal and assist. What are we talking about? What are we talking about?
Javon, you know what else is really nice? Everything you said works, and the reason it works is because we did the Jose Mourinho thing. We earned the right to play. The first 10 minutes, we shut them down. They dropped back deeper, and they had nothing on threat. Everything went over the top. Colwell and Fofana dealt with everything. And we were winning every 50-50. And the first goal came from that. Like, if you look at it, Cucurella wins this 50-50. Sancho gives it. Nice cutback, beautiful finish. But it all came from us just doing our job in midfield. And, man, we are all of a sudden, we're a physical side. It's funny how it works, isn't it? The same players, they're all physical, they're all combative. We're not soft. We don't need Declan Rice in midfield, supported by Conor Gallagher, as some people were saying. Like, it's just a good unit.
I remember I said this a couple of weeks ago. Yep. I was saying this a couple of weeks ago. If you're going to invert the fullback, do not invert him all the way where he goes too far up. Invert him as an extra DM when you need to. And it's like the man is listening to me. When he did it, look at this. We actually have attacking players in the same position that Gusto would have been. God help us if Gusto was in those positions today. I'm sorry, Tobes. Go ahead.
No, I just touch earlier when you said man of the match. I thought it was Caicedo and that physicality. Like there was one tackle the ref gave as a foul, and it was an unreal tackle. And he put in about 3 or 4 of them. He was just, mate, he was unreal. But I did want to shout out, by the way, because we criticise him every week. Bob Sanchez had like kind of one thing to deal with when Watkins kind of outmuscled him. And I was just expecting goal, and we didn't get a goal. He actually saved it, and it was it was really surreal. Mate, first clean sheet in over a year for Bob at the Bridge. So hopefully that.
You're lying.
But yeah, September 27th
no.
was the last time.
It's our first home clean sheet of the season. So yeah, it goes back to last season.
It's our first clean sheet since West Ham. It's fun.
Yeah.
West Ham was away.
Yeah.
We look so comfortable.
2 clean sheets before this, Bournemouth and West Ham. That was it. We really were leaking goals constantly.
That's what I'm saying. Like, obviously, you can look at Maresca in it and say, listen, like today the setup was perfect, but at the same time, the way we counter press and we get back in position, it just goes to show that these lot are now. It's muscle memory now. They're so used to what they're doing week in, week out. It's taking time. If you go back to it's actually showing now, even because if you go back to pre-season, the way we were just getting run through by Celtic and all these teams, and you had people on Twitter, oh, we're done for. Why did we hire this manager? I'm like, bro, you gotta give these things time, bro. Yeah, this is not an easy system to learn. And now, to me, what it looks like, the first team and the second team, they're understanding where they need to be on and off the ball, bro. Yeah, the way we win the ball back high is really, really impressive, bro. Caicedo in the second half, I can't count the amount of times this guy kept winning the ball back for us. It was ridiculous. It was ridiculous, bro. Right now, he's been world class this season. Let's be real. He's been world class.
Yeah, 100%.
That second half was a mismatch. You know how like we did our job in that first half, and in that second half there was never any threat. It was almost not a boring game, but it was just too controlled.
We managed it.
As a Chelsea fan, I haven't seen this in 2 years. I've always got like now in my head like, oh my god, what's gonna happen? Don't give the ball away. I'm always panicking. I wasn't like that today. Genuinely, I was just like, oh, we can nick another one. We're winning the midfield battle. Like, and by the way, Maresca deserves praise because you know how a lot of people are saying we've got too many squads and there's an A team and a B team. He's showing some of the B team players can play in the A team and they're earning the spots. Enzo's come in. When he dropped to the B team, he moved up. Badiashile last week, Felix last week. Nkunku's getting on earlier now.
Well.
Neto started at the B team.
I'll tell you now, I genuinely believe Felix was going to start today until Sancho dropped the performance he dropped midweek and got his 2 assists. And then he got integrated in. And you know what? I love it because competition breeds better performances. Better performances breed competing for league titles.
You saw that from Noni. He played so much today. I was actually seeing him playing with real intent, and I actually felt like he was going to produce something at the end of his actions. Right? It just felt like that today. Usually when he starts, it feels like he's just kind of laxy daisy going through the motions. It's like it don't matter what I do in the final third, I'm gonna start again. Today he was like, you know what? I've been dropped. When I come on, I have to do something. Yeah, and he did. You know what I'm saying? That is very, very. That's a good point you make, Alex, man.
I'm not gonna lie. The wing pairing today, I absolutely love it. I want to see this wing pairing against Tottenham. Southampton is really close. I expect him to make changes midweek. Plus, Nkunku gotta play. He played the subs, bro. The subs came early. What Nkunku getting 20 plus minutes? Felix coming on. I'm like, yeah, Maresca's cooking.
That's what happens when you're clinical, Javon. Though that's what happens when you're clinical, man. He did the same against West Ham. Was winning. Was it 3-0 quite early in the second half? Put everyone on. Yeah, that's what happens, bro. That's what happens.
Yeah, so I'm really looking forward to seeing this wing partnership in big games. The only thing I'm asking, it's perfect. I just want Neto to be more clinical because I know he has that finish in him. Just
and Sancho, both of them coming in.
Why don't you go?
So I was gonna say, I feel like this is the first game I've seen Sancho have a shot. He had like 2 shots.
Yeah, two.
He cut in and he shot, and I went, oh wow, like you can do that. Like you are allowed to do that.
By the way, Maresca said that in a press conference. You know, he goes, "Oh, Sancho retains the ball well. He should shoot more." I was like, I've never heard, a manager tell a winger, "You need to shoot more."
Bro, Sancho is such a Man City winger. It's not even funny.
Right?
Like,
You can see it.
He's such a Man City winger. Like, that is exactly probably what Pep would want from his winger. But let me just read this super chat anyway. Caicedo and Cucurella are in the World 11 form. Home wrecker Enzo coming into form. Cole Palmer doing Cole Palmer things. Clinical Nico. The youngins are playing well. Palmer again. Ole, ole.
We needed that, man.
Yeah, I mean, as we said earlier, Caicedo and Cucurella, you couldn't pass them today. Colwell, though, special mention to him. Some of the defending, clearing off the line, last-ditch defending, he was a monster. He was a monster.
Coming into
there was a period of the
Rodgers.
game. There was a period of the game where they brought on Duran, they brought on Bailey, and I thought, this is going to be a nice little 10, 15 minutes. Let's see if these lot are really about it, or are they going to crumble? Because last season, they would have probably said, we'll concede one, and we'll make it, at the very least, we're going to make it very nervy the last 5 minutes. We're going to be hanging on, and we're going to be bringing on centre-backs, making it 5 at the back. But they got through that wave, and Cole was a big part of that, very big part of that. He put his body on the line today. So, I was very impressed with him. But, Southampton, I don't know. I wouldn't... Look, it's weird. Momentum's key. I wouldn't want to take the piss, you know.
No. Get the points. Get the points.
Yeah, the points is going to be... the main thing, but for me, gotta give these guys game time. Remember during the difficult period, and Felix and Kunku wasn't getting game time. We said this would be the search.
Do you want me to be honest? I don't think Nkunku should start against.
You don't think
Southampton.
so?
I think Felix, you can make a case for. Felix against Leicester was very good. He worked hard off the ball. Enzo comes in today, works hard off the ball, wins a good amount of ground duels. Neto worked his arse off the ball, tracked back, got the ball back, bodied the defender, brought it back, transition. I don't think Nkunku's work rate off the ball is at the level of those guys yet for him to be justifying a start. I think he'd come off the bench. I know Jackson missed some chances today, but Jackson, for me, as an outlet up front, is just clear of Nkunku. Yeah. Unless you're playing Nkunku in his actual position, I wouldn't put him up front against Southampton.
I get it, but remember, Jackson is on a yellow card. I don't want to risk him for the Spurs game. That's on Sunday.
He's on.
He's got 4, yeah?
Yeah, he's got 4. So that's why for me,
I wouldn't be surprised if he had 10.
It's so exactly for me. It's Southampton. You can play Felix up front and play Nkunku behind if that's the case, and then you can mix the rotation if you want. I'm just saying.
Javon, I don't like that. For me, right? You make 4 changes max. 3-4 changes max. You need to go like these 3 points are just as important as the Spurs ones for me. Like at the end of the season, it won't say these 3 points are from Spurs and these 3 are from Southampton. Just get the points on the board, and then we'll worry about the next game.
If we can win the game 3-0 first half or 2-0, then we can maybe bring on Nkunku early.
Make your 5-7.
With the injury record with some of these players, I'm not risking Neto and I'm not risking Lavia, and I'm gonna give Jurgens a chance.
But that makes sense though, because we're stacked in that position. Bring Noni in. Do you know what I mean? Like easily. And then
just
with
got to tell
Lavia,
Jackson behave himself.
And bring Gusto in.
I won't be surprised.
I genuinely don't want to risk the.
He shouldn't have to get booked up front. Don't talk back to the ref. Don't lunge into tackles. Our press today was phenomenal.
Brilliant.
I forgot to mention in my review, and I said, thank God for the breakdown. The press. Oh my! We was on their goal line at one point.
Yeah.
Jackson almost got one just from Martinez kicking it to him at one point, didn't he?
Yeah. You're right. And he couldn't fix his feet quick enough. Sadly.
When Jackson won that ball, when Jackson won that ball, I can hear screaming in my ear, Robert. But Sanchez is the only one that makes mistakes in the league. Sanchez is the one.
This guy literally, Robert is so shameless. I bet Robert's tuned in right now. Yeah, he's been at me, showing me mistakes that keepers have made this weekend, and I'm like, bro, Sanchez hill is not the hill to be dying on when it comes to mistakes and whatnot. Because we're Chelsea, we're used to seeing Czechs, Courtois, and
even Cudicini, by the way, before Czech.
You know what I mean? Cudicini, them sort of keepers, right? Top keepers, yeah? And Sanchez right now, bro, he downgrades our team. Yes, he was good today, but you just never know what Sanchez you're gonna get. You know what I'm saying, right?
And Jorgensen was wicked in midweek. I was like, that was the first time for Jorgensen. He had some stuff to deal with, and he was really good. So,
Tobes, what did I say? What did I say to you lot? I said
every save I hear
Don to come in. Go on, Alex.
Every save, yeah, he makes. I just hear Don. Hey guys, I told you why scout. Guys, I told
Bro,
you.
I'm
why.
telling you. I told you, lot. This guy needs to start because I believe he'll help us play better. Because on the ball, he's just a lot more comfortable than Sanchez, right? Some of the touches I see this guy making when he's getting the ball punched at him, it's like he played in midfield growing up. It's nice. It's nice to see. It's nice to watch. Again, the shot stopping is good as well, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like the near post, the strong hand. You know what I mean? Like the way he just holds himself up. Because like I said, he's tall as well. He's the same height as Sanchez. They're both 6'4", right? So he's not short. You know what I mean? He needs to. I'm just hoping by the time we go into 2025, regardless of Sanchez's performance today, I'm just hoping that he becomes our number one. You know what I'm saying? But again, going back to what we spoke about earlier in terms of competition, that woke up Sanchez today. Yeah? Jorgensen's performance the other day, it woke him up. I can say that for Noni. I can say that for even Enzo Fernandez. Recently, you've seen he's been getting dropped. He's turned up again. Now he's in the 11. Yeah?
Sancho too. Sancho too. I don't think it's a coincidence.
And the manager said this in his press conference about the competition.
Yeah. I'm not gonna lie. Watkins was low-key a scrub today, but I'm gonna be continue the shameless behavior. We had a world-class goalkeeper in goal today. Because think about it, the one-on-one that should have been a goal, bro.
So I'm of the opinion, because I agree with you. Watkins was poor, right? He missed two proper opportunities that if Jackson is missing, he's getting clowned, and rightly so, right? You got to take one of those. I think the first one's easier than the second. Jackson's finished today. I know Cucurella got robbed of the assist because it was deflected, but it's Cucurella's assist. Jackson's finish today was Giroud-esque at the near post. On the left foot, the way that he just wrapped his foot around it, off the post and in, very, very cultured. I think personally, comfortably, he's in that Isak, Watkins category in this league. Behind Haaland, in that category. We don't talk to Nunes anymore. We don't talk to Havertz anymore. We don't talk to none of these other strikers.
Hoyland's another one.
Hoyland, please, Lord heavens. That should Hey, listen.
Impossible.
Acne Haaland, bro. Behave.
Solanke, we don't talk to Solanke. We don't talk to none of these guys. Honestly, none of these guys we're talking with. This guy,
bro, I want to know.
He has more goals, more non-penalty goals than Salah.
That's mad. The conversion rate right now is matching with Salah,
bro.
He's got. I want to know what shooting drills they're doing with Jackson this season. Yeah, because for me, again, the main problem that I had with Jackson is his shooting was too flappy because he wasn't locking his foot, and that is a very, very basic skill to learn from a coach. You learn that from young, bro, how to lock your foot. Yeah, you look at the goal against Liverpool, bro. The way he finished that one. You look at the goal against West Ham. You look at the goal today, right? The finishing this season has been very good.
Last week, Leicester
last week. You know what I mean? The variety in his finishing right now is crazy, bro. Because we know we can link up the play. We know we can run at a man. We know we can take on a man. We know we can do all of that.
Bro, the next thing is Konza was trying to backhill the thing.
Bro, bro, that finish we saw today, I've watched all of Chelsea's training videos, and I've never seen Jackson in shooting training until this week. And for him to pull out that finish. Yeah, exactly. And for him to pull out that finish like that kind of goes to show that. Similar to something I said long last season. For a player like Jackson, these things that we're having issues with him, he can improve. The next thing I need to see him improve on is his heading. Once that is down, boys, we got a senior striker on our hands.
Especially with
and his box movement. His box movement. Neto put in a mad cross. If you guys remember that cross Neto put in,
I do.
Oh, Jackson the one that Martin is the end of that, man. It was the first half, innit?
There was a couple, He put one to the back post that kind of just went out, I think, for a goal kick or something.
I don't get bro. That finish as well. That finish, Tobes, was up against Martinez. Yeah, a lot of Chelsea fans wanted him in the summer. That's a top keeper.
Me too.
That's a top keeper.
Mate, he's ridiculous in terms of his improvement. Like I think I saw, so he's on 8 Premier League goals. It took till February last year for him to get to there. And bear in mind, 3 of them were against Spurs in one game. So obviously there's a massive improvement. But he's not even. He's been a striker for a year and a bit. He's only been a striker here. I think he played like 7 games of being like a lone striker.
Bro, he's played professional football less than 3 years.
Yeah. like the guy is dramatically improving week in, week out. We're seeing it. He's wicked. And that goal, Giroud's a great shout. Like it's just a proper nines goal. It might be the most striker goal he's scored for us, to be honest. Like just to use your left foot first time.
It's on his left as well. He refuses to use his left when he goes through 1-on-1. He'll rather take it outside the boot. Now he's confident enough to volley it with his left. Hey, we're getting carried away,
you,
man.
It's ever since he cut off his hair, man. When he cut off that candy floss, he had blue candy floss. Yeah. Ever since he cut that shit off, and now it's prefect time. Now he's turned into a prefect. This is serious.
He did the R9. He did the R9 celebration, so he might leave like the front in a bit.
So I'm gonna ask this question, right? With the way that he's playing currently, does that mean that you want a supporting cast like a Liam Delap, or do you want a Gyökeres or Osimhen next summer?
No.
And remember, just before you answer, we're meant to be competing for the title. And the only reason why I say that is because, God forbid, if Jackson got injured, or AFCON, obviously, I don't think it's next season, but, he's had that. We've had to miss him. We had Amando Broya last season for a patch. Lord have mercy.
Oh, that was paid. That was paid.
Cole
Palmer had to play as the 9 because he couldn't run.
Yeah. So yeah. Who supporting cast or big name?
I would say supporting cast that's good enough to actually do a job.
I would say. Go ahead. Sorry, Tobes.
Yeah, I want to know why. I want to know why, Tobes. Go on. Tell us why.
I don't think you can put in a position to displace Nicholas Jackson. I don't think. Like I know you're saying he's in the Isak Watkins bracket. He's better than those two for me. Like I think Isak sometimes gets highlighted some of the stuff he does because it looks a bit better. But a lot of times you watch Isak like West Ham the other night, and he'll have an absolutely shocking hit, but no one's really talking about it. Jackson's delivering at a club with his pressure. He's had slander. He's had criticism. He's had whatever thrown at him, and he's still delivering. Like even doubt from our own fans at some points, like says, shaves his head off and he ups his levels. Like he's continuing to do that. And there's no reason to think he won't keep getting better. Like it's not even a player that you don't think is going to do that. He's showing he's doing it. So to have a backup for me is the way to go, as opposed to you bring in Gyökeres. Would I want Gyökeres starting against ahead of Jackson? What if we're playing, when you watch Gyökeres or you watch Sporting Lisbon, they thrive more when teams give them a lot of space to counter. As we get better, we'll get less of that. And in that case, you might not even see the best of him. And Jackson's probably sitting around the bench going, why am I on the bench? And I don't know, I think that causes more problems than you need to. Whereas Liam Delap would come in as a backup. And again, he's the other young one that should improve. And he gives a completely different option to what Jackson is. Like John Duran would be a nice one. He would be those kind of players. I think that would be perfect for us.
Even when he came on today, I did like him a lot.
I agree with Tobes, and let me add on another reason why I think, because everything you said is spot on. There's one other thing. Next year, there's Champions League, right? Mm-hmm. You're not going to be able to rotate players the way, like, for example, Jackson won't be happy. Oh, Jackson, you play the 8 games in the Champions League, and Victor Gyökeres is going to play the Premier League games. Because strikers need consistency. Like they'll go 2 games without scoring, and then they'll go 3 scoring back to back to back. And then they'll go 4 without scoring, and then they'll go. I don't think you can do the whole rotation thing, because look at what's happening with Felix and Nkunku. Whilst it breeds competition, when you're in the Champions League, they're not going to get those Conference League minutes. It's going to be a problem, and there's too many mouths to feed, and that's when you get unhappy dressing rooms. Get someone young that is happy to be behind him, but good enough to like. Liam Delap's the perfect profile, but too expensive. I think it's too expensive.
So let me. I ain't gonna be too expensive. I reckon I'll probably say about 50 million, 60 million max.
Yeah, bro, but 50, 60 million for someone that's gonna play 20 games a year.
But hold on.
He's gonna play a lot of games, you know.
I'm different from you lot, right? I want a striker that's going to actually push for that starting 11, where it could either push Jackson up. Well, let's look at it from the positive perspective. I want a striker that can come in and easily every week we're saying, he's good enough to start. He's good enough to start, because if we're expected to compete for the league next season, if we're expected to, I don't go into Champions League just to participate. So I'm expecting to compete for that as well. Do you understand? So I genuinely want a striker that can compete with Jackson. Not someone clearly better, and not someone that's an understudy that can come in and do a job. I need someone to compete because there's going to be games next season where Jackson is just not the answer. So I need another. I don't need a facilitator. I need someone to say, "Yo, you know what?
Give me a name.
Give you 60 minutes."
Who would that person be for you?
Yeah, give me a name.
You can't give me till next week to give you an answer.
Okay.
I'm serious.
How about Goalkeeper? Javon? You want Goalkeeper, bro?
I'll take him, but he knows that you're not the starting striker.
So here's my spanner in the works.
True.
Gyökeres, 70 million euros, maybe. I don't know what the wage is. Probably within the means of the club. Osimhen, we already found out last summer, didn't work out. I just don't want it to be an unfair fight. If you end up paying 80 to 100 million for a player, politically they're more likely to need to play than Jackson. I don't want him to be pushed out of the team politically. I want him to be pushed out through meritocracy, not politically. There's a difference. So yeah, we have to be careful with who it is. I agree with you because it needs to be fair. And also, if it's a young striker, so for the people that are saying back him up, do you back him up with a young striker or do you back him up with a Giroud profile, older, seasoned veteran? Because if it's a young player, do they get the minutes or do they get the scenario? 0-0.
I've got a name.
Tight game, Premier
same,
League, 30th match, game day 30, 0-0, away to West Ham next season. You need someone to come on and make a difference. If it's someone 21, 20, maybe not ready. Maybe the lights are too bright. Maybe the pressure. So that's another scenario that you got to think of. You know, it's a different fight that we're fighting. So I don't know.
We've got two names that I think we can consider. People are going to attack me. They're going to say they're bums, but this is the level of player. Gonzalo Ramos or Colomwani. They're good enough to start every now and then, but they're not better than Jackson where he has his position. If you get someone better than him, they expect to start. That's the level of player that you need to be signing. I don't think you can... They're good enough to play the cup games. They're good enough to play against Southampton. They'll get you goals. But in my opinion, it's clear Jackson's your number one the way it is now. You give him the confidence.
I don't think Javon likes
No.
names.
It's the opposite. Matisse and all you can eat Chelsea. Just before the season start, when we were linked to all of these scrum name strikers, I said PSG had two strikers. Colomwani when he was at in Bundesliga, and the Ramos dude before he went to PSG. Your chat roasted the living crap out of me. I'm glad I'm not the only one. That's why I'm laughing. You got it, Alex. I support you, brother. I support you.
That's the level. Maybe if you don't want them, fair enough.
What about a Sesko?
Yeah, that's another one.
I don't know if I buy into Sesko. I feel like Sesko is one of those ones where you see the ball striking and that's the allure. But when you kind of watch him, like, I don't know. I was going to throw this out there, though, because I know his contract's up. He's on big wages, but it's whether he's willing to take a cut. I know his kids are Chelsea fans, but Mitrovic, his contract's up in Saudi. And generally, I actually think, I don't know why that guy's in Saudi. I think he could do a job. I think he can do a job. I always kind of like him.
Wait for me.
Naughty.
You know what it is? For me, how I kind of look at it, right? Obviously, look, Jackson is improving, but again, there's still a long way to go for me to even consider saying he's world class or anything like that, right? I don't think he's near it as of yet. I think he's got the attributes to become world class. I think he's got the mentality to become world class, and I think he's in the right team to become world class long term as well, right? But like I keep saying, against the bigger teams, I need more from a Jackson. You know what I'm saying? I haven't really seen enough in terms of...
He's good against Liverpool. He was good against
Liverpool, to be fair. But in terms of the output, I need more against the bigger teams. Like I've said, the box movement, he's going to learn that. But like we've already said, naturally, he's not a striker. He was playing as a winger when he first came through. And then he got converted to a striker by, I think it was Emery that made him a striker, right? For me, I want a natural striker, someone like a Gyökeres that is just clean in front of goal. Because even today, like, yeah, cool, we can talk about Jackson's finishing has improved. He had some chances to score even more today.
No one
missed it.
Strikers are always going to miss chances, though. That's what
that's true.
They're always going to miss chances.
That is true.
Doesn't matter who we sign, they're not going to bag every chance. You're going to miss chances.
I agree with that too. I'm being greedy. I'm being greedy, Matisse. I can't lie. I'm going to be real. I'm being greedy, Matisse. I want Gyökeres and I want Jackson.
I know. I know. Some of you guys might not want to go back here, but what do we think about Joao Pedro? Someone in the chat said it. And I know I actually like him.
Is he not picking up injuries all the time though?
Yeah, man.
He won't be starting though.
No, but I don't want no one injury prone coming in. Really?
Yeah,
I do like him a lot, though. I do like him a lot. I think he's very good.
I also think he's too good.
Mate, what about Cunha? Because Cunha can play on the left. He can play behind striker. Mate, Cunha, he's a baller.
I've been watching Cunha since he was at Atletico Madrid. I've been watching him since he was at Atletico Madrid. When he just came in the league, he was trash. Don't forget, but the last 2 seasons he's been picking it up.
Do you know what? I was very impressed with Duran's cameo. I didn't think Duran came in and said, yo, I should be starting over Watkins, I think, when he came in today. He had that good header, got a shot off that was blocked earlier. Like, he's active, man. This guy, he's different to Jackson, I think. You know, he's a bit more of a fox in the box type. I was very against the move earlier in the season because I was like, I haven't got enough sample size. Like, he just hasn't played enough minutes for me to say, yeah, go for it. But the scouts on that one, I think they were cooking up something, to be fair. Like, he looks very, his ball striking is stupidly good. We talk about Sesko. Duran's ball striking is very good. He's got something in the air. I wouldn't say no, but the price tag's probably going to be stupid now. That's
by the way, you're looking at like 80 million.
There's one year our scouts looked at before they looked at Cole Palmer, and all of us were saying, thank God we didn't sign. But he's banging goals for Spurs. That Johnson guy, I wouldn't take him. But he is on crazy form. Hey, like, the numbers are crazy.
He's doing a Sterling back post at City. I'm telling you now.
Honestly, I'm shocked.
Alexis, be very careful what you say next, brother.
I think he's shitting it.
Very careful what you say next. What are you getting at here, bro? What are you getting at here?
Where are you going with this, really?
Yeah, where are you going with this?
These lot know what they're doing, because these are crazy numbers he's putting up. Like, for 30 million, that's a good signing, no?
Yeah, man. No.
We're not spinning the block. We're not spinning the block.
Hey, boo.
No.
Bro. There are players out here that exist. Kudus, Palmer.
Right? Kudus is another one.
Bro, you talking about Brennan Johnson?
I'm not saying we should sign him. I'm just saying
he does score every week.
Bro, this is not the Spurs review.
You know what
this is not the Spurs review. Why is a Spurs player topic here? Moving on.
Now, you see Brennan, just to finish off on him here, Brennan Johnson, he has very, very good movement. Very, very good movement. But his all-round game is shit, bro. Like, he struggles to take on a man. He's just useless most of the time. Let me not call him useless because he gets numbers. But the main thing with him is get him in behind. Who'll bag for you, but overall, over 90 minutes, he's not that guy. And I'm glad we didn't sign him.
It's a bit of an Almiron, like last year when Almiron went nuts for a bit.
If I'm being honest,
it's useless as everyone says he is, isn't it? But hey, chat's cooking me, so we're gonna keep it stepping.
Move it.
This super chat is saying that for me, Maresca is too cool on steroids. Getting Enzo, Caicedo, and Lavia on at the same time is genius. He deserves praise for this win. Listen,
masterclass, bro.
He did it before. But I think his
at Man City against Man City.
Yeah. But how he deployed him this time, he found the winning formula. This is how you deploy him.
Exactly.
On the striker thing, every time I've seen Sesko this season, he's been scoring goals. I think scoring wise, he's having a good season. So you know what? What about Luis Openda?
Oh, I was gonna say it's good. He's someone that can play wing and can play what's it called 9. That's versatility.
He's too much of a similar profile to Jackson, man. He ain't got height, he's not tall, he's not really, I wouldn't really call him a fox in the box either. He's more just like sort of link up, he's quick, he's good in behind, but he's more like a Jackson. I want a different profile to a Jackson. I want to know, like, if Jackson's coming off, we're
crossing the ball in and someone's heading the ball in.
Yeah, you want old school.
With the likes of Neto and that, they're just crosses are going in and no one's doing anything.
Yeah.
Neto's ball.
Sky, I said give me a week, Sky, I said, give me a week to get these names, man. I'm just thinking about strikers that I've seen this season that have been playing well.
Neto put in 2 balls today, right? The crosses that were pinpoint to that back stick. And nobody's been coming in for that tap in. Genuinely, his creativity is so good. And what I like is he doesn't have that need to just give the ball to Palmer. Palmer asks for it. He waves him off, does a step over, goes on the outside, puts a swing with his right foot. I was looking at it today. We really don't have a Palmer dependency anymore. Like, we don't depend on him every game. Like, if he doesn't play well, we drop points.
I don't
We're
think he was
actually a good team.
I don't
We're
think he was
actually a
top
good
3
team
players
now.
today. He
No,
wasn't-
I thought he was
top
Yeah,
3.
agreed.
I don't think he had a good game today. I got cooked for it. I thought, like, the GNA clouded his performance. Like, if he didn't score an assist, we would have said, oh, Palmer had a bad day at the office today. I thought there were too many occasions where he went for a shot where there's a layoff, like, that he should have done, overhit a few passes, but then he scores a special goal and it gets a good assist. So it's like,
But
like,
that's what
well
got
done, Palmer.
into. So a few weeks ago when we were saying about maybe subbing off when he's playing bad, you just can't, because he can do that out of nothing. And like that goal, like you said, I wasn't sat there going, wow, Palmer's been brilliant today. And he just scores that goal and you're like, well, you're going to watch that. You're going to see that in years in compilations or whatever. He still produced a moment. Like he's just capable of that, isn't he? He's mental.
Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely.
So I have to ask as well with Wesley. So is everybody comfortable with Badiashile coming in?
Yes,
or
sir.
is it tossing? Because I don't know, it felt weird having a left footer on that right hand side, isn't it? Really, I know he's played there. I think he's done that. He's done that performance before where he's come on and played right side centre back as a left footer. But I don't know. It's a weird one. I feel like we shouldn't have to do that. We got other right footers, but I don't know if he doesn't rate tossing right now where he stands on him, or I don't know.
I think Badiashile was the one that's probably gonna come in. I thought he was good when he came on again. I think with Badiashile, what he just needs is an arm around him, innit? Like, you know what I mean? I think he lost a lot of confidence last year. He was playing in a shit system where there wasn't really many like passing options, like I said, because he's a technical player, you know. But overall, when he first came in, bro, we made that song for him for a reason, because he was playing well. You know what I'm saying? So I'm hoping he just gets his confidence back, because the ability is there. You know what I mean? The ability is definitely there. It's just all in his head. And surely during this period, he can handle it, bruv. You're at Chelsea. We can't be looking at it now and saying, oh, you know, Fofana's gone. That's it. Our defense is going to be shit. No, this is your turn now to say, do you know what? When Fofana does come back, I don't want to get dropped. Fofana has to work his way back into the 11. That's how he's got to be looking at it. You know what I'm saying?
I'm thinking Badiashile is one of those type of players that he plays to the level of the team, how the team plays. Because when he plays with the A team with better players, I never have a problem with him. Actually, I'm happy because of his line breaking passes. But when he plays with the B team, bro, spooky days. So I don't have a problem with him stepping into the B team. My question now is, because I'm not sure, is Tosin a right-footed centre back?
Yes.
Right-footed.
Is there a shout for Tosin over Badiashile or no?
Purely on right-footed, I'd say yeah, but I'd say performance-wise, Badiashile's kind of earned it, hasn't he?
Yeah.
I think Badiashile's got the highest ceiling and is the better player now, in my personal opinion. But
I think Badiashile plays well next to Cole, man.
Yeah, I think Badiashile, Tosin, and well, I don't know if he sees this as he's just a right back, but those three are almost like this month's quite imperative for all of them, because they're fighting for staying here. Really, you could argue, right? Like, who's the guy that I can count on when there isn't a Colwill and a Fofana? That's what you're proving to Maresca, saying you can use me. You don't need to sell me in the summer, because we're not going to keep all 5 of them, are we?
No, well, Chalobah's also coming back. He's another one.
Yeah.
And then we've got that Argentine Aaron.
Anselmino, he's serious. He is serious, bro.
Who?
He is Fofana. Anselmino. He put it in. He is Fofana, but with ball playing ability, right? It's like playing a midfielder in defense. But
you've been watching him,
bro. White Scout, bro. White Scout. I watched his game back, bro, in full. Yeah, like I've watched it, just focusing on him, so I can see how he's like. He's very similar to.
They need to give you a sponsor. I swear to God, White Scout sponsored on.
Alexis, I was one of the guys that was saying, "Bring Duran." They were cooking me. Duran, what's he gonna do? I said, "Bro, bring this guy. I'm telling you now, this would be a good signing." Yeah, and then now it's look what he's doing. Now the money's gone up as well. Anselmino is very similar to Fofana, very aggressive. He gets touch tight. Sometimes he is a bit rash because he's quite young. He will learn as he gets more experience. But on the ball, that guy is different levels, bro. The way he pings it, he just punches it into midfield. He's comfortable driving in there. I can see him playing as a DM as well, to be honest. When I'm watching him, it's honestly like watching a midfielder at the back. He's very, very good. Very good.
I've just seen this Morgan Rogers back and forth exchange with Palmer that he put on his Instagram. Man said no goals against Villa. Then he's replied, player of the match is coming back with me. And then he's sent him a photo of the last time they played each other, and then he's gone and put on Instagram player of the match photo and just absolutely outed him completely. This super chat here saying, give me an Osimhen level striker to push Jackson. Jackson might get better with competition like Lampard did with Ballack when he arrived. Team gets better that way.
Not better than Jackson. Osimhen's not better than Jackson. You can't persuade me otherwise.
In the box he is.
120.
In the box he is.
With header in he is. Even sometimes when you watch Osimhen finish, if you watch 90-minute games, he misses so many stupid chances where Jackson would be getting crucified for. Like
I'm not touching that debate with that stick.
Do you guys miss Poch?
This question is crazy. Of course, nobody misses Poch. The thing is with Poch, right, is like he didn't make a connection with the fans in the end, right? He had that one moment against Man United at home where we won 4-3 and everybody was punching the air and it was euphoria. But we didn't win anything. We lost the final. And we all know where he used to manage. We were trying to override that with a trophy or some sort of achievement. It didn't happen. So really, I don't even know why his name comes up as often as it does. Like, just in general online. We moved on from other managers that did more for us a lot faster. For some reason, Poch's name keeps coming back up.
It's kind of Lewis, isn't it?
Yeah, Lewis. I might have to mute the word. Lewis is always tweeting every day, fuck Poch. I personally don't feel like I have to.
I just don't care about him. Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? I don't care about him. Like, at the end of the day, I think he did some things last season that have helped us this season. Like Madueke's work rate, that has gone up, tenfold. Funnily enough, the way Enzo played in the half space is similar to what he was trying to do, but he didn't do it the same way. The runs in behind was stupid, but he had him in those areas. He was trying to turn him into a box-to-box midfielder. Maresca seems to be doing similar-ish, but in certain ways. So he's done certain things, but then he did outlandish, disgraceful other things. At the end of the day, we move on. Do you know what I mean?
What was he saying at halftime though? That's one of the biggest positives taking from this season. Like today, he spoke about the second half, how controlling we are. We had that last week as well. Poch, we'd come out second half, concede a goal, and you'd be like, what has he said? How has this happened like that quickly? We conceded so many goals early in the second half, and now we get better as the game goes on. It's like night and day, really, in contrast.
I don't know,
guys.
But
guys,
I think the way he articulates himself is fantastic, though.
Yep,
top notch.
And he's clear in what's beautiful about the way he articulates it. He's consistent in what he says. It's not like one press conference is this, another press conference. He's actively telling the journalists, you can ask me 50 times, is your squad too deep? No, it's for competition. He just he keeps the same face, and he's just so consistent. And I think that's healthy to have in a manager. I don't like these managers that 1 week they say one thing and then next minute they're saying something completely different. By the way, did you know we scored 52 goals already this year?
You don't say.
That doesn't surprise me because the Conference League, we're getting our opportunity to go mad in it. So
it's 52 goals in 22 games. That is
but our attacking is balanced out quite nicely. Like everybody's chipping in with a couple of little goals here and there. So I still expect to see more. Neto, I want to see more goals. Sancho, Felix, Cuckoo in the Prem. These guys still can do more.
Can I praise Maresca on one thing? I want to give Maresca praise because for all those people who think he wasn't going to drop Noni, he wasn't going to drop Enzo, he's going to play the politics thing. This man came in and said, screw your politics. I'm playing who I'm playing to get the best out of my team, right? For weeks, people been crying for Noni to get dropped. He drops him. When Enzo was going through his little whatever phase, everyone's been calling for Enzo to get dropped. Enzo gets dropped. He's not blind to the truth. That's the term I'm looking for. And I'm absolutely loving it. So whoever comes in, price tag or not, they may start a couple games here and there, but I trust in Maresca to make the honest to God right decision. And he says it in the press conference too. Sometimes the three in midfield will play. Sometimes it's two. Sometimes you'll mix it up. It's depending on the game.
Yeah, that's exactly. That's the key point, bro. Depending on the game. I don't want us to be predictable, bro. Yeah? Last week we played a diamond. Today we played Caicedo inverted. We've seen Gusto played in the 8. There's so many things you can do with this team, bro. Right? And that makes it very hard for oppositions to prepare against you. Because today, for all we know, Emery might have been preparing for Gusto to be going into that half space. Yeah? And all of a sudden, it's like, shit, What did we do, boy?
He's not there.
Gusto's not there, blood.
bro, all week, bro, was like, right, I want you to be here. I want you to be there. When he moves into here, he moves into there. They're like, Gaffer, he's not playing. It's like, oh, fuck. Do you know what I mean? But the only thing I want us to do in January to make this easier for Maresca is get rid of the excess, man. Yeah. Cut off the excess weight, bro. Trim the fat. If you're not gonna, bro, get Chill out of here, man. Get him out of here, man. You know what I mean? If you're not gonna give Chukwuemeka proper minutes, get him out of here as well. Get people out of here that are not gonna contribute or are not gonna be given opportunities or whatever.
By the way,
I don't want no unhappy faces and agents lurking in the background, making up noise in the back end of the season. You know
Alexis, before you come in, bro, every time I see these little training videos and I'm seeing Chilwell just training, laughing, smiling, he getting involved in rondos, I'm like, you cheeky slapper. Yeah,
he's making peas, bro.
Cheeky slapper, man. Making probably nearly $1 million a month to just sit down and train, bro. Yeah,
bro.
That's straight.
I want KDH gone, man. I don't care if I get heat for this. I want KDH gone.
You're not gonna get heat for this, bro. That was one of the most pointless signings ever.
Bro, I doubt he was even in the squad today.
He wasn't.
No,
make space. Make space for Andre Santos now.
This is the thing, though. With the Dewsbury Hall, listen, I'll be real here, people. Dewsbury Hall, for me, is a good player, right? Obviously, he's come from Leicester when he was a key player. He's come to Chelsea. He's obviously not one of the best players here. And for me, like, I agree with you, lot. It wasn't a necessary signing because this was the year I wanted to see Carney and Santos to be playing more. That's what I wanted to see. When I saw Santos will get loaned again, I was very disappointed, bro. Yeah, obviously he's been playing very well. Next year, we know. Listen, I read the Athletic the other day. It said he's expected. Him and Estevao expected to be in the squad in the 11 in the squad, like going into the season next year, right? But Dewsbury Hall, I think. Listen, I know it wasn't needed, but I don't think it's been as bad as what people are saying. I think recently,
it's not been bad. It's just it's a waste of money.
Yeah,
it is. But that's not on him.
I'll be honest. We didn't need to spend 30 million for someone to come on against 1.5-star EAFC teams in the Conference League on Thursday. Like we could have. Carney could play.
Carney's minutes.
We didn't get rid of Carney. Carney just could have taken those minutes at Drewsbury.
100%. I agree. Do you think
there would be no difference?
Do you think that the issue with Carney is probably the whole thing about the injuries and
man,
that he's on 100K a week? I'm just asking.
It's the 100K
a week.
Not the injuries. We've got Fofana, we've got Lavia, we've got James, we've got all these injury-prone players, and we're still giving them a chance and trying to build them back up. We could have done the same thing with Carney. The only thing is that Todd Bowie brought him in as a sporting director. He gave him 100K a week because he was getting shafted on all the finances, and the maths don't math because why is he making 30K or 40K less than Palmer? Doesn't make sense. So
you need to remember, they got the Gupta guy now in charge of the analytic department, and I guarantee you, what he's doing is he's got his salary up, what he's earning on a year, minutes he's contributing, and he's saying per minute this guy's costing us this much. Is he worth it? And that's how most of the decisions are most probably made, like the whole Moneyball thing. And Carney needs to go and play. He needs to go. Like,
if I'm being honest, the minutes given to KDH, I would have liked to see what Uko does with that. This is a DM. For me, where he's at right now screams to me Conference League, and the minutes you're giving KDH, you can leave out.
I'll be real. I like Leslie, but listen, Santos is
level.
I just don't know.
Santos is clear.
Santos is always gonna go on loan this season. Santos was always going to go on loan this season. The exact same minutes KDH is getting, you could have given that to Leslie, is what I'm saying. Sometimes
Leslie's not attacking. He's not. I don't really look at Leslie as an attacking midfielder though. Like that's
no.
But he would play where Casadei's
playing as a DM when he's not really one.
Then I would say I'd say Leslie over Casadei, not Leslie over Dewsbury Hall, because they played two different positions.
But the thing is, Casadei should be playing where Drewsbury Hall is playing. Casadei should be playing where Drewsbury Hall is playing. That's the whole point, because he's the box.
And we already had Leslie.
Casadei's the only one. Casadei's the only one in that second team who can at least potentially play in that pivot. Like he can break up play because he's physical. I agree. He's an 8. He's definitely an 8. We have like away from Lavia and Caicedo, it's peak. Yeah, the next person you're looking at to play there is Vega.
But understand what I'm saying, Dan. We already had Leslie. That's my overall point. We didn't need to go out and sign KDH to give him the same amount of money. You could have just
£35 million.
Yeah.
Like,
that's
right.
what I'm
Right.
saying.
I actually do think we'd get most of it back. I do think they would get most of it. I don't think it was bad. I just think it's
maybe fork it.
You look at Conference League, you look at it and you go, this is his level. You know, this is a team that comes 7th or 8th from the Premier League and they play in the Conference League.
Come on, man. Let's not do this, man.
I don't think that's insulting.
You can't say. You know what? His level's Europa League. I think his level's Europa League. This is why I wanted us to qualify for the Europa League. When you look at the Europa League table, it's good, you know. It's good, bro. It's some nice teams in there, some tricky away days. Like you're really thinking, this is a test. It would have been a really good barometer for the Dewsbury Halls because I can't judge them against these teams. I can't. That Heidenheim game was a joke. in midweek. That was some foolishness.
They drew with like Dortmund the other week. And
I know, bro. I know.
And they had like a tight game with Bayern. So I'm like, are they that bad? Because we played the B team and we had no problems.
But, then one-off results can happen. They're 15th in the Bundesliga and they're in a relegation battle. That's all I know. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, they've been losing a lot of their games recently.
They lost.
It was better than playing a team. It was better than playing a team that got created last week. So I'll take it.
But KDH was great in that game. You know, he got involved in both the goals. The thing is with me, I have a thing with I don't like us just wasting people's time. Like they're wasting our time, they're wasting their time. We all know that he's not at the level to really contribute to us winning a title, and we don't really need to have a 30 million fifth choice midfielder. Like it's just we don't need that. Do you know what I mean? So I just want to see players play football. I don't want to see us just hoard talent. There's no need to hoard players. He's not even like he's young. He's middle-aged man. Go and play football. Do you know what I mean?
He turned down Brighton. He was literally about to join Brighton. He said, yo.
Brighton would have been so good for him.
Hold on, I've got Chelsea on the line. Wait.
Yeah, that can still happen. Do you not think it's almost like maybe like a placeholder though? Like this year he's doing that because I would say what's more beneficial, what Santos is doing now, or if he was part of the B team for his development for us in the future. I would say Santos having this loan is probably better, right?
I hear that if we loaned him, if we got him on loan, but to pay him,
even if it was a
long contract,
even if it was a loan, it would have still been a waste of money. We have Chukwuemeka, we have Leslie. Santos was always gonna go out on loan. What are we doing here? Why are we he was not necessary.
People in the chat were saying PSR, isn't it? Who went the other way? Some
Golding.
Some Golding.
Yeah. He don't even play.
He played for us. He played for us though. He played for us under
Pochettino
10 minutes
in a cup game last season. He came off.
He actually did alright when he came on as well. He was actually.
Bro, where's Kellyman, man? Where's that youth gone?
Omari.
How we go from praising Chelsea to talk about Kellyman? Nah, man.
We're covering all bases, isn't it? We weren't here last week.
Well, let's talk about Enzo Fernandez, man. I want to talk about Enzo.
Let's do that.
Yeah, because we're quick to have dialogue about Enzo when he's not playing well, and you know, there's many people that were saying sell him. You know what I'm saying, and it's the same sort of theme we're talking about right now. Another top finish, the touch. Yeah. First of all, let's talk about the pass. The pass from Palmer to just punch it into him that allowed him to take it the way he did, bro. And again, it's up against Martinez. Very, very smart finish. Bro, yeah. Like Tobes said, divorce your wives, people.
No. Don't divorce your wives. Don't try to make up episodes around here. Now I'll take it back a play or two further. When Enzo gets the ball, he flicks it over defender's head, makes the run, and then Palmer's like, oh, you want a ball today? We're balling today. Puts it right on a plate for Enzo Fernandez. And that first time Laces finished, bro, absolutely beautiful. When that goal went in, I'm like, yep, we're winning today. I was like, this is
it was such a good finish. Yes, I don't know which one was my favorite finish. Like Cole Palmer's was obviously like ridiculous, but do you know how much joy it gave me to just see Enzo take a goal like that?
Yeah, bro. The celebration too. The celebration, all of it, bro. Absolutely.
I need to know what that's for. I need to know who that's for.
He likes playing Villa though, because I feel like his other good goal for us was that free kick against Villa. Yeah.
That
maybe it's because it's his national keeper and he knows him. He's like, no, I need to do dirty here. I need to score my best goals against the guy I'm going to steal international break. So
that was our first win against Villa in 3 home games as well. So that was important.
Why does he look more mobile though? something's different. Like he's getting around the ground more, he's covering it easier, he's winning 50-50. What's changed? It
My
can't
man,
be anything.
my man,
You see
body
these
people off the
Argentines,
ball,
bro.
bro.
Alexis,
These
he's been on
Argentines, they have a
bro.
switch,
He's been
bro.
active. He's been
These
doing
Argentines
things.
have a switch. I'm telling you. It's like this. I can turn this on. I can turn it off. Switch. These Argentines, I'm telling you, like even McAllister, sometimes they get stuck in and tenacious and sometimes not. But when you've got other players that are putting in the work, same with Felix. Like people are like, oh, we need Felix to track back. Leicester, on point. One of the best in terms of ball recoveries. So Neto charging back today because he's seen Madueke doing it. Like once they clock in their heads, and this is what I'm saying with Nkuku, once they clock, they can't get into this team without putting in the yards, without winning the ball back, without the press today. That was because everybody was in their right position and putting the work in and getting off the ball perfect how they should be. If you don't do that, you're not going to play. So I think it's honestly just fight or flight, like flight or fight. Yeah,
It says a lot about his character.
I think it's just panic. Yeah,
it says a lot about his character as a man. Because it would be very easy for him to like sit back, wait till the summer, and say, you know what, didn't work out, I'm going. Like, because someone will buy him. Someone in Spain, someone in Italy, they'll find a way to get rid of it.
Bro, someone in England. Someone in England. Don't let his rivals fool you. Someone in England will come, bro.
Yeah, bro.
And it's like, but he knuckled down, and we've had a month worth of sample size now where he looks leaner, he's scoring goals, high touch games. Just
bodying people
he's
off
winning
the ball.
defensive duels.
It's
bodying people off the ball.
Mate, he had against Leicester, he covered more ground than any player we've had this season in a game. No one covered more ground than Enzo against Leicester. And like that's someone that we label as, or has been being labelled in the past more as like lazy and doesn't get around enough. And he literally ran more in that game.
Bro, they told me he was as mobile as Jorginho. Do you know how mad that is?
I know, man. Enzo gets a lot of lies on his name because of the price tag. Like it's just been a constant throughout.
They said he can't turn and run. Like, it's ridiculous. They were telling me, my eyes were telling me that I'm lying to myself. It's fucking ridiculous. A World Cup winner, someone that is a good player that you're willing to pay 105 million, they told me he can't connect 5-yard passes anymore.
I'm telling you, the money is speaking for itself right now. Caicedo's looking at the money we spent on him. Enzo's coming into the fold, and well, we already know what Lavia gave us. So maybe it's all coming together. What did they call us? The Blue billion-pound bottle jobs. We'll see. We'll talk at the end of the season, guys. All of it was Poch tax. All of that was Poch tax. I see it now. Lewis, I support your movement, brother.
Bro, he wasted a year of our. I don't want to talk about Poch too much, but he honestly just wasted a year. Right? We could have finished top 4 last year. If we had Maresca, we most likely finished top 4. Right? Because we only finished 5 points behind it.
Stay humble.
One thing I'll point out is the team has improved. 2 things.
It has.
We've bought Sancho. We've bought Neto. We're not relying upon Madueke and Mudryk as much. Mm-hmm. Second thing, these players are a year older in the Premier League. That is important. Jackson's not in his first Premier League season. Madueke's not in his first Premier League season. Now, I think Maresca would have brought a lot more authority and he would have said, this is the penalty taker. This is that. This is this. Stop pissing about. Don't disrespect the set, etc. However, there were some growing pains that were going to have to happen. I
agree. You know I agree with that. But what I'm saying is that those growing pains were taking longer to be erased, right? Because he wasn't setting the team up correctly, bro. Yeah, and I kept saying, I said from summer, we won't even finish in the top 6 if he keeps playing all these guys out of position.
I say on an island on his own.
Yeah, and then on top of that, the injuries that he was causing, bro, like he was playing a big part in the amount of players that we were missing. So all those players that we were missing, I reckon more of them would have been fit if we had Maresca, because his style of play is not as intense. Well, it is intense, but it's smart. You know what I mean? And in terms of the training, it's not like Poch. It's not just run, and less ball work. So I reckon would have had a stronger team last year and would have been able to get more consistency because he would have just put a team together. You're playing in your position. You're playing in your position. Not playing Colwell at left back. Not playing fucking Chilwell left wing. Not playing Enzo as a 10. You know what I mean? Not doing all these silly things that are just holding us back. That's the problem. That's the problem. So for me, we had a bad start to the season, very good end to the end of the season, and we literally finished 5 points behind 4th. I reckon Maresca makes those 5 points, bro. I'll be real.
Yeah. Listen.
However, the last thing on this point though, glad Maresca almost doesn't have Premier League and Champions League to mix in his first season, because
Same.
if he did have that, we would have to have a very different transfer window than we just had.
Facts.
Let me make that clear.
Facts.
You see that transfer window we just had? If we had Champions League football this season, that window would be getting a 0 out of 10. You don't give me you as a backup striker in a Champions League campaign.
Facts.
So
Facts.
if these men wanted to do the fuckery they were doing, good thing we in the Conference League. That's all I'm saying. Good thing.
In hindsight, right?
Yeah, 100%.
One thing I'll thank Poch for though is cup tying Cucurella, because he nearly went to United, bro. Bro. I know I call them CEX boys, but I'm glad
trying to tell people. I was trying to tell people, bro.
Bro, listen, I'm going to get into the topic that majority of these people came here for, right? People, until Liverpool allow us to might have a smell at that title, I am not putting out any chest for that.
I'm putting
title
a poll up.
Yeah, right? Until look at that. Until Liverpool slip up, they have to slip up on at least once, and we have to continue doing business, right? Until Liverpool slip up, I'm not saying word on the title race.
Lewis Hall's scoring the winner today on Tuesday night, and then we're gonna beat Southampton, and it's gonna be 6 points, and then Don's gonna start doing his tweeting, and then we beat Spurs, and then Don's gonna come out with 3 points behind.
All right, I've put up a poll. Are we in the title race? Let's stop messing about.
Yeah, let's get into it.
Let's get into it,
right?
Now, I've said consistently we're not, right? We have 9 games until the 25th of January. Do you know what the 25th of January is? Man City away. That is when we play one of the so-called teams that are a litmus test, because we've played litmus test teams early in the season. We haven't beaten any of them. So next litmus test. Count. Spurs, no, they don't count. No. Sorry to burst your bubble. No. Spurs is a good, like, it's a good.
But even Poch won home and away against Spurs. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, like for me, they're top, like they're top 4 contenders, but the top 3 teams are like the.
You mean the top 3?
If you're gonna win the league, you've got to beat title contending teams at home. We haven't done that. So now we've got to go away and do a madness. I went back and deep dived on our 82-point season under Jose Mourinho, Little Horse, right? Semi-finals of the Champions League, 3rd in the Premier League, Little Horse. We went to Anfield, we won. Gerrard slipped. We went to Man City and won. Ivanovic, left foot crasher. That's after the press conference after that. He said we're the Little Horse. To win a title, Chelsea need to go on a run. And when you look at the fixtures, there's no better time to go on a run than right now. I'm talking next 9 games, you're winning 8, drawing 1. You want to be in a title race? That's the kind of form you've got to go in. You got to go on. Southampton, you're beating them. Tottenham, you're beating them. Brentford at home, you're beating them. Everton away, you're beating them. Fulham at home. Ipswich away, beat. Palace, beat away. Bournemouth at home, beat. Wolves home, beat. People be like, whoa, slow down. That's what title winning form is. Because to talk about a title, you need to be in reach of Liverpool. Not 9 points, not adrift, in reach. Every time Chelsea have won a title since I've been on this earth, we've always led from the front. Mourinho seasons, Conte, Ancelotti, we've always led from the front. Chelsea don't usually come from behind and catch anyone. We're either in it, we win it, or we're not, we don't. So personally, I don't think we're ready. But if we were to even think about it, no slip-ups in the next 9 games.
I'm not going to lie. I'm looking at that Spurs game seriously, because I know you guys brush off Spurs and it's Tottenham. But they've been playing better against the bigger sides this season. And quote unquote, I'm going to say we're one of the bigger sides this season. So I'm not... Yeah. The furthest I'm looking is Southampton. One, because title-winning teams look at things 1 game at a time, right? But I'm going to assume that we get the win against Southampton. I'm taking that Spurs game very seriously. If we want to be in these conversations, we got to get past Spurs. You guys can laugh, whatever. When it comes on to us Spurs playing a big team, they've been better this season. So I'm not taking them lightly.
No, I get that. I do get that. But
one of the main things. Go on, Tobes.
I was going to say, I think the Spurs thing is more. in the same way, like we need it because it's 3 points. I wouldn't look at it as the marker that means we're now serious, just because we know we've done it so much in Spurs when we're not that serious. You know what I mean? Yeah. But yeah, no, it is.
Do you know what
that's what I
Spurs?
mean.
Do you know what a win against Spurs would do? 4 wins in a row in the league.
Yeah.
And that is a statement that the team's progress.
Don't forget Southampton. Don't forget Southampton.
I expect a victory.
Yeah, they're missing Dibbling in that as well, isn't it? They're missing Dibbling for that game.
Dibbling and Hull are like 2 of their best players, and they're both banned.
Yeah, he was at Chelsea for a few months. He left. He's a Chelsea fan. You know what I mean? He would have probably come with a vengeance.
They were cooking with him as well. He looks good.
Yeah, like, Matisse, I've been consistent throughout, bro. For me, I just want us to keep focusing on what we need to do, right? And just get into the top 4 comfortably. Yeah. So keep beating these little teams. If people want to call us flat track bullies, I'll embrace it. You know what I'm saying? But in order for us to be in a title race, you're right, bro. We need to go to the Emirates and win. We need to go to Etihad and win. We need to go to when we play Liverpool again at the Bridge. We need to win that game. Yeah, that's the only way you're gonna compete. And right now, I keep telling these Arsenal fans that think they're in a title race right now. I don't think they are, bro, because we're not. Yeah, but I keep telling people that are saying Arsenal are. I'm saying, okay, if Arsenal are, that means we are as well. Because
you know why?
So we're the same points as them, bro.
Do you know why I disagree? Do you know why I disagree?
You're gonna say because they've done it before, and I know what you're gonna say. I know what you're gonna say, Matisse.
So why? So why do you disagree?
because the first year Arsenal competed, no one expected them to do it. They just kept winning games. Yeah, everyone's waiting for a drop off. They kept winning games. They had a Bozo in goal, like us. We've got a Bozo in goal. They had Ramsdale in goal, right? They had what do you call it? They had a team that were inexperienced as well. They've never done it, yeah. And they literally were 8 points ahead of Man City, and they got in their own head. If they beat the West Hams, if they beat the Southamptons, they would have won the league, bro. That's the reason why.
I don't think they'll win it, but they're still in it, in my opinion.
No, but I think so too. What I'm saying is, Matisse, that first year that Arsenal competed, if you go back to most people's predictions,
I know,
we're saying they wouldn't be in the top 4. So all I'm saying is, right, cool, yes, you can look at previous seasons to say, okay, there's more of an explanation as to why Arsenal are going to do it again or why Liverpool are going to do it again, because they've been there and done it. But we're the unknown. We are the unknown, bro. We can go either that way or we can go that way. And like I've said, I've literally just seen Arsenal come from basically, let me not say come from nowhere, because even the season before that, they started to improve. But remember, they battered us in pre-season. And when they battered us in pre-season, I knew we were going to have a shit season, and I knew they were going to be good because I could see the difference. I could see Saliba come into their lineup and, yo, this guy's serious. I saw them their first game against Palace in that pink kit, and how they popped them around and bopped them. Yeah, I remember seeing them in the first 5 games doing what they were doing. Jesus was on fire, right? We're having a similar sort of season at the minute, bro. We're keeping up with the pack. You know what I mean? We might not be first, but we're keeping up with the pack, bro. That's the facts of it. You know what I'm saying? So it's not impossible for us to compete, bro. I'm not saying we're gonna win it. I'm not saying we're gonna be there come game week, the last game week. Yeah, I'm just saying if we keep plugging away and winning our games, we will be in there, bro. We will be in there.
My target was 75 points. I'm gonna stick with it.
I think the unknown word's the most key thing.
I want 85. Let me get 85. Let me get 85.
85. The last time Chelsea got 85 points or more was in 2017 under Conte. I hope you know that. Not even Thomas Tuchel's Chelsea.
I know it very well, but this is about improvement.
Okay.
Let me get that.
Yeah, I mean, you're not just improving on last season. You're going above and beyond the Tuchel team.
Yeah, man. So next season, from the jump, I'm talking reckless with that title challenge. So have you all jokes? 85 points I want this season.
By the way, Don said something really important. 5th place will get us Champions League this year, right? We don't want to aim for 5th. We're aiming for 4th, right? But we are already 3 points clear from Forest, 5 from Tottenham, and more and Tottenham are 6. Do you know what I mean? So the gap is getting bigger and bigger, which I think is so important. We need to just push away.
Yeah, I need that gap to be massive. I want that gap to be 10 points.
And the people that are competing for top 4, like Newcastle, they're falling off, bro. Aston Villa, they're 6 points behind us now. Like these little rivals for top 4, I'm trying to leave them. Yeah, and the only way we're going to leave them is if we keep up with these lot, keep up with Arsenal, keep up with Liverpool, keep up with City. That's how we're going to leave them behind, bro.
Let's not keep up with City, man. They look like.
Oh, well, yeah.
I'm aiming for 3rd. I don't know what this
I was going to say City.
So did you guys want Liverpool to win today or City? Because I wanted Liverpool to beat City. So City
I wanted it to be a draw.
I'm trying to open
I wanted it to be a draw. I said in the group chat.
I wanted a draw because it would have still been 2 points clear of City. So I wanted a draw.
I want to gap
a
on
little
City,
door
bro.
open.
No, I want Liverpool to win purely because I actually do think Arsenal are the only team in the title race, other than Liverpool themselves. I do have to admit. I know, like you touched on the word unknown, and that is exactly what we are. But with Arsenal, you know that last season they went on a run where they won 16 out of 17 or something. They can put that run together. Maybe we can, and that would be amazing. And I hope we do, but I don't know, and none of us know.
The major sticking point for me and Arsenal is I don't believe that between now and Christmas they're going to keep their players fit. I don't see it because they've got too many wafers in their team, bro. Yeah, and they've got the smallest team in the league as well. Right? If Timber goes down, their right hand side is not as solid as what it is. Yeah, they've got no Ben White at the minute. Yeah. Odegaard's injury, he's not really injury prone, but if let's say his ankle starts to mess up again, Saka, he limps here and there, something could happen there. I just kind of look at it right now, and I don't see Arsenal maintaining fitness between this period. I physically can't see it. I just don't see it, bro. You know what happens when Arteta starts to pick up injuries?
Yeah. No, I mean,
you can say that for anyone. I think if Jackson goes down, we are in a bit of trouble. There's certain.
You can say that for everyone, but I'm using that statement for Arsenal because they've got the smallest team in the league right now, right? And in that small team, they've got injury-prone players, right? At least with us, we've got a big squad. If anyone's gonna look at this period, we've got the squad to go through this period, bro. You know what I mean? And even right now, with Fana gone, we're not panicking. We're not overly panicking for Fana gone, bro. You know what I'm saying?
You know what? That's not looking as far as it is, but I just need Liverpool to lose a game here and there, draw a game. I was looking at it today because I get delusional sometimes, So I was looking at it today. 9 points, that's 3 losses. 3 losses can come from anywhere, and we still have to play Liverpool. And then I was looking at it, that 9 points, a loss, a draw, and then we play them. We'll level on points there. So yeah, if I genuinely think the next game against Newcastle will tell me all I need to know about Liverpool. For me, because you're playing City and Newcastle and you don't drop a point. I might just call reservations there, but let's see.
Chelsea play Liverpool at home on the 3rd of May. They play Manchester United at home.
Third to last game, no?
So the last 5 games are Everton at home, Liverpool at home, Newcastle away, Man United at home, Forest away.
Hey, if we're gonna win the league, that's gonna be one heck of a challenge.
The running,
Chelsea,
that running.
Just keep building that gap to 4. At least we can go into that and enjoy it.
I feel like we can find a way to be a point behind Liverpool.
When I said that run.
You know what I mean? Matisse is so smart.
Done. You're done. You're done. Wake up. Done. You heard what I said. You heard the 5 games I said. Don't go anywhere, bro.
I know, bro. I know. But listen, I feel like Matisse right now, we could literally be a point behind Liverpool.
No, it's not that. If we were a point behind,
we're not the Tower.
I'll be honest. If we was a point behind, I'd say let's have it, because if we were a point behind, I know we're getting top 4. We're not gonna fall off that much. For me, I don't want to take my eye off the prize, because not the prize. I don't want to take my eye off the ball because top 4 is not done. I don't want to run before I can walk. That's why I always say, if top 4 gets secured early, then fuck it. Let's go. Let's go for the title, because we ain't got nothing else to go for. But I don't want to start talking about a title when top 4 is not done.
Yeah,
100. One loss and we're 5th again. You know what I mean? So for me, it's like
Matisse, honestly, bro, right now, you know me, I'm a shameless guy, yeah? I want us to be the disruptors, yeah? I just want us to be the disruptors. I want us to be a nuisance, to be an annoying fly. You know, like Cucurella on the pitch is annoying. He just annoys people, yeah? I want us to be that annoyance where Arsenal fans are like, yo, get off me, man. Why you still level with me, man? Oh, shit, you've got above me again. You know what I mean? Liverpool,
you want to be a mosquito, innit?
Yeah, I want to be a mosquito, bro. Because I told you I could smell blood. So I want us to grab that blood and drink it, bro. That's what I want.
Whoa! You know what kind of vampire settings in it?
Vampire settings, bro. I can smell blood, bro. Yeah? This season, I'm telling you, bro, because, listen, don't get twisted. Next season, Man City are going to go fix up in the summer. They know what they need. Yeah? They're going to go fix up, and they can attract anyone. They've got Pep. They've won a lot of trophies. They're not a big club like that, really, but they've won a lot. A lot of young players would have seen Man City winning everything. Yeah? We're going to go again, obviously, right? But one of the main things right now is we can see what we need in the squad. Obviously, we can only get experience through time. Maresca can only get experience through time. But it's clear we need better than Sanchez. I don't know if Jurgen says the answer long term, but we need better than Sanchez. We need, I don't know, maybe a better centre back. I don't know. We can see there's a few holes in this team that could be plugged. But for now, not everyone's perfect, bro. Liverpool, Konate's gone down. It's back down to Joe Gomez. He played very well today, but he's not as good as Konate. You know what I mean? Like I said, Arsenal's small squad. Everyone's got problems at yard, Matisse. That's what you need to realize, bro. It's not just us. Yeah?
No, hold on.
Problems at yard.
Man, the last time we spoke like this, you know what immediately happened? Chelsea put out 2 performances where you and I can both agree we shot ourselves in the foot. We played to a level that we know we're better than.
Yeah.
So for us to keep talking with this chest, the next couple of games, we have to see this level of performance. No slow lethargic crap. No, none of this tiki-taka. I think this is our best 11 and our best formation. The only question mark about this formation is what Caicedo's defending like when he's getting run at. That's the only question mark about this performance. But we have to continue with these performances because what we saw today, if we can take it against Spurs, run with it against Southampton and a lot, then I don't have a problem. My biggest issue is always us. Not them, us.
I'm so locked in every game, bro. I'm not even thinking about Tottenham until we beat Southampton. That's how
Facts.
I am. Southampton is a massive game again, bro. I'm treating them like we're rivals, bro. I hate them right now. Let's go, kill them. Do you know what I mean? I need these 3 points, bro. Every 3 points is sacred,
bro. They beat us. They beat us twice when we finished 12th. You don't forget it.
Lavia scored.
Lavia. Yeah, Lavia scored when we played them away.
Yeah. That's what I'm saying, bro. All these teams have had their way with us, bro.
Yeah, bro.
And do you know what? I need a Cole Palmer hat trick on their head top. Genuinely, it will make me so happy because the rivals, every time he scores, my timeline's in meltdown. They're all crying. Excuses, he only scores against relegation battling teams. I have to ask today, is Aston Villa a relegation battling team? Because not only did he score, it was the screamer as well.
I saw a stat to do with that with Palmer, right? So other than Liverpool and Leicester, he scored against every Premier League team he's played in his career. That's insane. That's insane.
In
2 years.
Yeah, one, you know.
Yeah.
You know, people like to talk about, Saka's been doing it a long time, bro. Saka ain't even got 1 hat trick. Yeah, Palmer's got 3. He's got 3 in the league, right?
Only that.
Bro,
Saka was taking
twice.
We've scored 4 goals twice
in his first year. He was taking up to 8 goals
twice. We're not interested in hat tricks around here anymore.
Guys like Marcus, bro, Jermaine Jackson and them man there. They've been in the Prem now for nearly a decade, bro.
Hold on.
They ain't scored 1 hat trick, bro.
Didn't he score 4 goals twice last season? I'm thinking Everton.
No.
Yeah, against Everton, he scored 4 goals.
Everton in this season against Brighton, isn't it? Yeah.
Well, he's the first player in the Prem to score 4 goals in the first half, bro.
Yeah, hat tricks are old news, man. Try 4.
He got border hat tricks and then just got a hat trick of assists against Wolves.
Yeah, bro. Well, this man is unreal, bro.
But I can't lie. 1 in 8. 1 in 8 is poor from Palmer, though. I can't lie. Listen, I've been talking about Maresca this week. Before today, it was 1 in 8. I think it was 1 goal in 8 appearances.
But we know why
we played all those more difficult teams, and he did that. He was getting shafted. Really,
not only that, Maresca's tweaks took him further away from goal.
Yeah.
Had him playing on the left hand side. You put this man back into the right half space, closer to goal, where he doesn't have to track back, where he doesn't have to do the defensive duties that he did in the past games. What do you get? A goal and an assist, and we can all agree that it wasn't his best performance. Also, imagine when he's actually on it.
And it kind of came with like that 1 in 8. It's kind of been when Enzo's been out of the team.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Like it's more or less lined up. Like it makes a difference. We create more than one.
Yeah, he's key for us. When people were, oh yeah, I knew it was a purple. You know, there's certain people that tell me it was a purple patch, and I'm like, bro, do you understand what a purple patch is? A purple patch is go back to lockdown and go see Pulisic. Yeah, that was a fucking purple patch, not Palmer. Yeah, you can't have a purple patch performing the whole season. and like the guy has put up numbers this year. Before the game this weekend, he was sitting on the same GA as Saka, and Saka's performed better than him. That's the scary part about Palmer. He hasn't even clicked into gear yet. Let's be real. That's the scary part, Matisse.
Yeah, no, it's true. He hasn't. Like, he's been coasting like for 5 weeks now. But before we close out, I want to ask 2 questions. First of all, one thing that you want to see from Chelsea versus Southampton, then we'll get everybody's teams as well. But is there one thing that's missing from today's performance or that you haven't seen yet this season that you want to see against Southampton? Any in particular individual? You're going to say Madueke, Javon, aren't you?
I want to see Felix. See, this is what I'm saying now. I want to see Madueke go blood. I want to see a hype train again. No, seriousness. I want to see Felix start again because I like this. I like how he played against Leicester. I know you guys said whatever you're saying. Rest Jackson, bro. I want Nkunku to start a Premier League game. Southampton,
not up front, no. Not up front,
bro. Make it work. Playing behind Felix, do something. These guys have to start again, right? And then Mudryk, give Mudryk some game time, right?
Oh, you're taking a piss, mate. You're taking a piss.
We're not playing Noah's Ark.
You think this is some joke thing? Southampton lost 3-2 to Liverpool last weekend. I'm not playing about, bro. I'm not playing about.
We're not going to make whole changes.
Yeah, but you're talking about Mudryk.
I said give him game time. I didn't say let Mudryk start.
The way that they
game time.
The way they build up their Southampton, you need people who press. You need people who press because you actually just get goals from them.
Yeah, and that's
just
fine. I'm saying give him game time. Give him game time. Give him 20 minutes here and there. That's all I'm saying.
We know Neto's not going to start. We know Neto's going to start. Exactly. I don't think he's going to start Sancho again. Like he just started him 2 games in a row. It will be more than I reckon Mudryk will start that game. Unless he starts Felix on the left again.
No, Felix on the left, man.
Felix on the left, Nkunku in the 10. You know.
Like a diamond. You're on a diamond. Who goes up top? Gil.
You're playing Palmer.
Well, Palmer in the 10 and then Nkunku up top.
Blood, you lot.
There you go. I'm by the way on the right.
You got used to winning too quick. You're ready to start pissing about now, innit? Okay, fair.
Hey, for me,
you have time though. Are you just gonna bench him the entire season?
Yes. No, I want my 3 points. I don't give a shit. If you don't play well enough in the Conference League, you don't play in the Prem. Rules apply.
I don't think Maresca's going to drop Jackson for this one. I think he's going to
get the job done early. Get the job done early and get him off, though. I think the yellow cards are really
all right. If that's the case, still get these guys proper minutes. That's all I'm saying. Give this guy.
Hey, Javon, I'm not in the business of getting people minutes. I'm in the business of winning points.
You guys have to
the Kazakhstan coming.
Are you gonna go visit family to go watch that game?
No, guys. You have to understand. You have to understand. The reason why I'm preaching about giving these guys minutes because now the dressing room is all harmonic because these guys know they're going to play. The minute you start, you know what, pissing about and say, you know what, I'm just gonna not play you this week. 1 week turns into 2 weeks, turns into 3 weeks that they don't get meaningful minutes. You're telling me against Southampton, against Ipswich, against some of these sets, you can't find 20, 30, 40 minutes for them here and there?
Depends on the game,
bro, you're missing.
If we're 3-0 up, then cool, they can get some minutes. But I'm not going into
George,
the game.
you can get some minutes.
Put it like this. I'm not going into the game thinking I need to give you minutes. I'm going into the game thinking I need to win by any means necessary.
But these are not scrubs, bro. They're quality players that can get you the win.
Listen, Premier League is unpredictable. Even scrubs can win games.
Exactly. So you're calling them scrubs, they'll win a game.
But you know what? Matisse asked what team, right? I think Sanchez keeps his spot because we know it's going to happen. Sadly, we know it's going to happen.
I don't think he will. Right. I don't think he will for this one.
Well, you think he's going to rotate the goalkeeper?
I've got
he loves Sanchez. He does, mate. He looked at Sancho's performance midweek and he went, "That was good enough. You can start." He looked at Jorgensen and went, "Nah." Like, think of it. How did that make sense? Jorgensen had an unreal game and he went, "No. Bob's playing, mate." And fair play, Bob. He got a clean sheet and he went safe. But
left back, Cuckoo starts now. Cuckoo starts. Centre back will be Badiashile and Levi.
I reckon. I don't know. He might start tossing, maybe because he wants a right footer, but then Badiashile's been playing well. Maybe. That's a question mark.
But then at right back, we know Lavia doesn't play more than 1 game a week, so it's going to be Gusto. Gusto comes in. Enzo Caicedo. And then what's it called? Palmer in the 10. Left is the question, right? You're going to go Felix, Mudryk, or Sancho. Noni starts on the right because Neto can't play more than 1 game a week. And then
How
it's
about
Jackson.
he might start? Do you think he might drop Palmer and play Felix from the start?
I
man,
do
and then
not
bring
drop.
Palmer on?
Don't drop Palmer, man. Like you're playing.
I'm asking you a question because we know he picked up a knock. We know he picked up a knock recently. Honestly, I think he played with an injury against Arsenal, innit?
Yeah, he didn't train all week for that. To be fair, he didn't train all week.
So Matisse wants to keep up with the pack. He wants to keep up with the pack.
So which one is it? Are we keeping up with the pack? Are we pissing about? Which one are we doing?
I'm asking you because
that's the problem. That's the problem with you guys. You think if we make changes, that's going to somehow we're going to fall off?
No, Javon.
It will. You saw it with Newcastle.
The Premier League, bro. I've seen.
You saw it with Newcastle.
They make some changes and they think, oh, it's all honky dory. We got some good players, and then they get absolutely turned on because the players coming in have not been playing at the intensity of the Premier League.
Exactly.
There's a difference between playing 90 minutes in the Conference League at some dead intensity where you're all just putting your studs on the ball and pissing about and coasting.
We're talking about Christopher and
thinking you can just
Joao Felix. We're talking about
Christopher and bro.
Joao Felix. We're talking about 2 players, bro. I'm not even.
You didn't say 2 players.
You did say 2 players.
Since this conversation started, I've heard Felix, I've heard Nkuku, I've heard
Madueke.
I've heard Mudryk, I've heard Jorgensen.
I said give Mudryk game time. I'm not saying let him start.
That's the whole damn team.
Mudryk needs to
next fucking put Gusto in there. That's 11 changes, mothers.
All right, you know what I mean? All right, cool. Let me ask you this question then. We go with the preferred 11.
You want you?
Hell no, bro. See, now you're taking a piss. When do you give these guys game time? When does rotation come into play?
We just gave rotation.
When they deserve it. When they deserve it. Just like Enzo, just like Felix, just like Badiashile, when it's deserved or when there's an opening. Not just willy-nilly. This ain't charity.
I say what? This team starting 11 that play today, them I play Wednesday or Tuesday.
No, Javon, you're doing too much here, man. Because
I want
the reality is
sorted up.
because you've got what's it
I want 4-0 at half time. Then you make all 5 changes. Go nuts.
See, don't get it. All I'm saying is, give these guys game time. If they don't have to start,
game
but
time.
they have to.
They've had game
Gusto's going to get game time, right? That's rotation number 1. Badiashile is going to come in, who's not been playing. That's game time. You're going to give Felix or Mudryk a start. Felix most probably going to start. Noni's starting. Rotation. That's 4 changes already. You want to add?
What's wrong? The only
you were saying giving Nkunku a chance.
So what's wrong with Nkunku? You know what? I'm not going to die on no hill. You guys got it.
Nkuku last Thursday missed like 2 big chances on top of the
You're right. I'm allow it. I'm not gonna die on this hill. I'm allow it. Cool. I'm allow it.
I'll be real.
I'm allow it.
I'll be real. Nkuku does not deserve to start a Premier League game.
He doesn't, bro. He doesn't.
He's stat padding.
Certainly not up top.
He's still missing chances. He ain't pressing that hard. He ain't that intense. He don't deserve to play, bro. He ain't been good,
bro. Think Jackson is on 4 yellows. He could get. You know what? I'm gonna leave it. Jackson starts. I'm gonna leave it. I'm not gonna fight. Not gonna die on Nkunku here.
Where is Javon? Yeah, you just better wish. You better hope that we're winning comfortably. So yeah, he can get the minutes as soon as possible.
If it's 2-3,
I hope
time, bring him on.
Yeah, 2-3-0. Jackson's not on a yellow. You hook him off, and Nkunku has a whole half to play against Southampton, and he can get his goal or whatever. That's the ideal. But yeah, I feel like you got to play Jackson to press against Southampton early, get those goals.
Yeah, bro. The way they play out from the back.
Yeah,
I can't have no half-baked Nkuku press, bro. I need a proper press.
Oh, mate.
Right.
They're gonna give us goals.
I feel sorry for him.
Next breakdown, if Jackson's suspended, he's cutting up the whole stream.
No. If Jackson gets suspended,
to the whole thing.
If Jackson gets suspended, I'ma just come here and I'ma sit, I'ma watch. I'ma listen to y'all watch. Give me some fucking excuse. And if he gets in, bro, you know what? Cool. I'd rather give Nkunku opportunities not out of necessity. You understand what I'm saying? Not because Jackson is suspended and not because you have to give him game time now. Just a little rotation here and there. But I'm not gonna die on that hill. So
I'll be real. I'll be more inclined to play Zhao up top than Nkunku, based on like performances and stuff. I'd be more inclined to be like, you know what, you've earned it more though. If anyone's gonna play up top, But yeah, we need a win.
What's everyone?
Hopefully,
What's
Joao do the
everybody's
rotation thing.
Yeah.
Southampton.
Yeah.
3-0, 3-1.
Yeah, I like 3-0. Same day as
3-0,
Arsenal, Man
3-1.
United, by the way.
Same time
gonna
as well. We're
five-
going to be
I'm
out of
gonna
sight,
say
out of mind.
4-0.
5-1.
Jesus, 5-1.
I'm saying
It's
4.
it's been a minute since we've smashed the team properly a bit.
They're missing some key players. That's what I'm looking at. That's what I'm looking at. They're missing
I
some
think
key players.
Dibbling, Harwood, Bellis. That's like 2 out of 2 of their good players.
Leslie hasn't been playing, but even he can't play against us. Even if
they
someone
don't
that's
play
not available for them.
Les took his Southampton out of his Insta bios in protest, didn't he?
Everything off. Yeah. He took everything out.
Mate,
it's
Billy
Santos
Gilmore
Park,
Norwich
bro.
loan. Yeah.
Let me check.
Billy Gilmore Norwich.
Andre Santos from Forest.
You guys are gonna tell me that I'm
Yeah,
thinking Southampton likely, and then your score lines. What are your score lines doing then? Listen,
That's
for my
with the first team out. That's with the first team. That's what they're doing.
Give me whatever goal difference puts me above Arsenal. I'm not asking for much. So if it's a 3-0 or a 2-0, whatever gets me above Arsenal.
They got United.
I
They got
can't lie
United,
to you.
and I wouldn't rule that out. I know that there should be, but Amorim, they're not going to be as bad as they normally are. United, they could actually do something against Arsenal.
Hey, that's hopium. I can't lie. Let's see.
No,
Nah, they're,
mate,
they're definitely going to
I'd
lose,
rather-
in my opinion.
I'd rather play City right now by a mile than Man United. By a mile.
I feel like Man United are going to get one of
City
those
look
humblings,
awful.
you know? They're going to get
No, City
one of those
do look bad.
shellackings.
I don't disagree with you there, but yeah, Man United are not ready to take on Arsenal. Arsenal are cooking right now. They're
Yeah,
cooking.
but the thing is, I'd rather this United go there with Amorim.
Oh,
instead
yes.
of 4-0
Yeah,
Ten Hag.
exactly.
Yeah,
That's what
Yeah.
Tobes is saying, bro. Like,
I don't
It
know,
gives
man.
him
At least
a
that's
slight
something.
Hey,
Yeah.
Ten Hag had a way of being a cockroach, bro, not getting sacked. He would have found a way to get a draw there or
Would have got a
something. I'm
0-0 or
telling you.
something.
Yeah.
Nah, fact.
Mad.
Someone called him
bro,
a
if
cockroach.
United beat Arsenal, yeah, and we beat Southampton, yeah, the meltdown online is gonna be like we've won the league, bro. I'm showing you, yeah. It's gonna be like we've won the league, bro. That's gonna be crazy.
Wow.
Even if they draw, yeah. Because I was talking to my friends are also fans today. I was showing them. I said, "Yo, what? United get a little bit of confidence now before the game against the Gooners on Wednesday and that. Yeah, nah, we're gonna smoke them. We're gonna put them in body bags and that. You know what I'm saying? I need United to have some shame, bro. Go into that game with some shame and some respect for yourself. I see Marcus now. You know what I mean? Doing updates with Grace from Love Island and that. You know what I mean? He's enjoying himself. Yeah, in Cheshire. Yeah, bro. You know Grace from Love Island. He's with her now. I'm seeing online. Yeah, and you know when Marcus is in entanglements, that's when he starts to play well. He's feeling refreshed. I wonder why. You know,
he's got reverse Enzo sort of
reverse
syndrome.
Enzo. Yeah, that's where he is. Reverse Enzo. You've got
Call
Bruno.
it Enzo Uno. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Uno.
Bruno's turning up right now. You know, you haven't got Xerxes looking like Xerxes was looking good today. He wasn't looking like my
Everton though, innit?
My
I don't want to
he's
take
looking
too much from
chill
Everton.
out,
Everton
Nah,
are
bro, let's
shit.
gas these man up, man. Let's gas these man up.
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying?
Amarim for Sporting Lisbon knocked Arteta out at the Emirates. I remember as well. Like,
Bro,
I have two questions. Dan, how do you know this?
Bro, I saw it on, yeah.
Don has done his due diligence.
Have you not seen it?
Nope.
Apparently
I'll be
Rashford
minding my
always-
business. You know what I mean?
It's just be chilling, bro.
You guys got
I just be minding my business.
I saw it on
Boy
Twitter.
Scout
I
Plus.
saw it on Twitter and I saw it on Shadeborough. Apparently he's dating Grace from Love Island.
Okay.
So, you know, 2 goals today. It's making sense.
Listen,
Oh, you
3-0 win.
sour
We go above
grapes.
Arsenal and we're chilling. We're chilling in second. You know, just that chill guy. When people try to
We're
get
just
us,
that chill guy. We're just
when
that
people
chill
try
guy.
to include us into title talks, we keep on deflecting.
Put that comment up. I put that comment up, bro. Yeah.
Which one?
You're sin.
On diligence.
You better keep
That's
that, bro.
funny.
Use that.
That's fun.
Yeah, I'm seeing LB's live. He's saying that they're in a top 4 race now. It's good to hear that they're coming into this conversation. So yeah, man. Listen, the more the merrier, man.
And I love it.
The more the merrier, man. Let's get
Absolutely
Arsenal in
love
here
it.
as well. Do you know what I mean?
Bro,
Lose to United.
bro,
Get yourself
I wanna
into a
be
top 4
second.
conversation as well. Everybody.
Lord,
You
I
know what
want
I
to
mean?
be second. I just want to chill in when people try
I
to
would
include
love-
us in the hat trick. We deflect. So no, we're not good enough. 6 last season. billion-dollar bound battle jobs or whatever you call us, championship manager. We're gonna just reel out all these, and no player succeeds at Chelsea. So we're gonna keep on buying your players because we can change them. Yeah, man. Keep the
do you know what I would
already
love?
you're here. Already it's now. Yeah, but you spent $1 billion, and you're like, oh, okay.
No.
I thought it was. I thought we wasted $1 billion. That's a very different way of phrasing it to how we.
I got today. You got 200 million pound midfielders. What do you expect?
Yeah.
I was like, so now all of a sudden they're worth 100 million.
No one can run that. No one can run that.
No
Because don't forget the narrative. The narrative is we're just buying everyone. The squad building's poor. We ain't gonna do nothing. You know what I mean? I wasn't see. Some people weren't even putting us in the top 6. You know how crazy that shit.
Yeah, bro.
Sacking Poch was a mistake.
Some people had us 8th, 9th. It was disrespectful.
I've got a bookmark here from
10th.
Darko. Darko's bookmark here, where he said, "Where are we finishing?" Comments 10th, 8th, 9th, 10th, 8th. I am going to be so bitter at the end of the season. I'm going through every single person and calling them out.
I remember there was a tweet, first game of the season, being like Kovacic, Havertz, Mount, and
It was Cat.
That's Matisse's boy.
Yeah,
Matisse, that's your boy. That was your boy that said that.
And even at the time, it was like, what am I reading here? What am I actually reading here? Like, this is mental now.
It was ridiculous.
People were running wild with it, man.
Bro, I hate through all of that. They're the same ones which just that try to, you're in a title race now, aren't you? Like, no, we're just beating who we're supposed to be. You know, we're still scrubs, guys. Leave us alone. Leave us alone.
All I know is I've got a video, my Premier League predictions. I got the comments all there in front of me now. And let's just say people weren't really trying to hear 4th. And there's a lot of people saying, yeah, Chelsea. 4th is crazy. Look at this comment. Hey, at the end of the season, I'm going to screenshot all these comments with all these ats. And I'm gonna be laughing. I'm gonna be reacting to the
you know what's so funny as well?
I'm gonna be laughing, bro.
Somehow, the players like Caicedo, Lavia, and
7th or 8th, another tough season for us.
Yeah, that's crazy. Somehow Caicedo, Lavia, these sort of profiles improve the Arsenals, the Liverpools, but when it comes to us, it makes us into 8th. It puts us
Nathan,
into 8th.
This brother thinks he's finishing above Newcastle and Man United. We'll be back.
Newcastle, Man United. One game a week hype. Man.
Yo, let me see if I can even share this shit, man. This is crazy.
Mate, when you look back, it's like when you see the Caicedo, Jackson, they all think like it's a new thing, and we were all saying he's gonna do well.
Yo, boys, get the group chat.
Yo, chat, you better run, you know. Chat, you better run, you know, because your names might pop up in this thing. Yo, chat, you better run, you know. Chat, is any of you guys in here?
Boys, check the group chat. We can use this. They clipped me. We can use this.
What they clip you for?
Me laughing when they said we would finish 10th or whatever.
Look at this comment right here. Look,
my prediction video. Yeah, I said I think we can push for 3rd. The goal is 3rd. Oi, the cooking I got.
Chelsea people are not going to be 4th. That's bias talk. Bedded in new system. Realistic is 9th. Keyword expert. Blood clot. Blood clot.
Think of the team. Where? 9th. Matisse, from time they were saying 9th, yeah?
Bro,
what?
Think of all the teams that were playing ahead of us, bro.
No, I know. That's what I couldn't understand it. That like literally November last year onwards, we were 4th. We get better, add players, change manager, and that's did everyone think Poch was doing an amazing job? I think on the outside, actually, people did think Poch was doing an amazing job.
Yeah,
and that's a lot of what
they did.
But everyone within was like, no, he's not. Why is Chile on the wing? Why is everyone injured? Like we were all seeing it. Why am I not seeing anything tactical each week? Why do they come out in the second half and they're awful? We were seeing the problems. And everyone was just like,
why are we conceding 2 goals every game?
Oh,
2 goals.
Shit is in 4K, you know, guys.
Hey, make sure that anyone that's trying to delete, we've got the evidence here, bruv. Because I know people are gonna try to go back there now. They're gonna try to delete.
What's this, mate? As a long what?
8th at best.
What?
But you've got some stones putting us in 4th. That's a new one.
Blue tinted glasses. But
it's not funnier than Manchester United fans putting themselves 3rd. I think there was the video of Saeed going around saying
they get
Manchester, you know?
and they gave Ten Hag a new deal and still thought that. That's what's more mad. Like,
At best.
Oh, yeah, I
You know,
love it.
because sometimes it's, you know, sometimes I guess you guys will get it in your comments. Sometimes these YouTubers, man, they don't know shit. Why are they always talking? I just sometimes like to just run it back on the comments. Like, yo, me and you are just the same, you know. We all talk the same amount of shit. When it's time to run it back on the comments, I'm always ready, bro. I'm always ready.
It's like
There's
it's like they think we just come here and talk and do no due diligence.
Bro,
Yeah,
8 at best is crazy work, you know. After signing
Bro.
Pedro fucking Neto, nah. Some of you, we're gonna wrap this up. Some of you need to have a long, hard think about what you've done. I'll be real.
Look in the mirror. Ask yourself
time,
a question.
Yeah, little reflection time thing. Some of you need to go and face the wall. I'll be real.
The tweets we were seeing. Oh, Maresca is gonna be out by December.
Oh,
By
that's another
November.
one.
Oh,
That's another one. That's another one.
Yeah.
What the fuck is the
October
championship
one.
manager gonna do? You know what I'm saying?
mate, how people spoke about Jackson not even long ago. That one blew my mind after last season. It was like
Chatter clapping back.
West Ham fifth.
West
Oh,
Ham
you said West
fifth,
Ham
check your
fifth,
mirrors.
yeah?
Oh, I got gassed on the squad building. I'll be real. It's a good squad, though. I'll be real.
No,
Still a
it
good
is.
team.
No, that's not the manager.
Lopetegui stinks. He stinks.
Yeah, that's on the manager, not the squad. That's on the
Chatter
manager.
clapping back. I respect it. At least I like that. You know what I mean? You've clapped back.
Hey, there's a tweet on the Chelsea Twitter that went around and it's like, oh, by October 31st, Maresca will be sacked. Every week, yeah, Lewis and everyone just comment on him. It's not sacked yet. Not sacked yet. He's got like 2 million impressions.
Bro, all that noise, I was just blanking out all that noise, bro. When people were looking at me, you're crazy for these predictions. I'm like, bro, I know what I'm talking about. I know what I was watching last year. I know how good these players are. Right? We just need someone to get out of them. Yeah. And now these don't want to jump on it now. You know what I mean? It is where it is, man. It is where it is.
Guys,
Hey,
listen. Go on, Alexis, go on.
I was gonna say we're 4 weeks away from Terry calling us scary, man. Weekly basis.
It's called us scary already.
Scary.
Shit.
It's called us scary already a couple times.
Leave them scary words away from us, man. It ain't Halloween. You know what I mean? Ain't nothing to be scared of, bro. You know what I mean? We come in peace. Guys, make sure you go subscribe to the channels. Links all in the description. Tobes, Don, Alexis, Javon, all the links in the description for the Chelsea content there. And we'll be back next week. Tottenham away. Do you know what I mean? Southampton can't do
We'll be there.
Arsenal versus United. I don't think I can even do a watch along because I got to do Big Six watch along there. Arsenal versus United, so it's going to be a mad midweek game. We should handle business though. But next week after Tottenham, woo, that's going to be a big breakdown. Big breakdown. So yeah, we'll be back. Yeah.
Is that a Big Six? Are you doing a Big Six for that as well,
for you guys?
Yes, unfortunately, I will be with
If
Tobes.
our goes to plan, we will have something for you guys.
Yes, so we'll see if Javon was right about Jackson. Until then, pick up your damn selves in a bit, people. Peace.
Peace.